Nash in the saddle. Ready now. Racing in the first, the well-back Lustomania's flopped out of the gates 3 lengths last. Zaru taken back. I Like Big Putts bounded out of the gates in front with the wall of horses moving up. Call Me the Breeze and in particular Lyrical Beauty the outside going to second. Call Me the Breeze third. They're followed by Extra Smart on the outside, a Discreet Miss. 2 lengths further back then to Love Shuck. Salimi Ballerina back on the rails. Then came Big Impact and the White Cap. Zaru down to the rails. The favourite third last, Tribeca Star in front of Rosehill. And the well-supported Lustomania would have to put in a Herculean performance to win from there. I Like Big Putts trucking along a half in front to Lyrical Beauty. Call Me the Breeze off the bridle in third. Then came Discreet Miss railing through. Further back to Extra Smart. Love Shuck. Tribeca Star getting right to the outside, starting a run. At the 300, I Like Big Putts headed off by Lyrical Beauty, who races a length and a half in front to Discreet Miss. Then came Extra Smart and Tribeca Star is coming with a big run down the outside. Tribeca Star moved up to Discreet Miss. Extra Smart between them. Tribeca Star drifting in. Nash straightened it up and won. Tribeca Star won the first. Another highway for Matt Dunn, beating Extra Smart and Discreet Miss. They beat off Lyrical Beauty, Sammy Ballerina. Then came Zaru. I Like Big Putts got tired. Love Shuck didn't finish off at all. Then Rosehill, Big Impact. Lustomania blew it at the start. And Call Me the Breeze finished towards the rear of the field.
Could be a big day for Nasrullah coming up.
It's a big effort. It's a big effort to charge down the middle early in the day out wide, and the inside horses are the other horses fighting it out there. So you'd be happy if you took the $12 on Wednesday. You'd be giggling to yourself collecting the $8 something, because that was a dominant display. He's run a ripper there. He's got his foot right on the till. Extra Smart, Discreet Miss, nearly the thrill of her life, young Olivia Chambers. She's did everything right on the horse, and Sammy Ballerina looked good running home, charging through the middle eight with not a lot of room, but he just well set up and too good for him, far too good for them.
Terrific ride by Nash. He would have been disappointed about 100 after the start when he couldn't get in and had to go back another pair or two.
All right, Matt Dunn, congratulations. Another highway. And once again, you've used that Brisbane form as a testing ground.
Oh yeah, look, I mean, it works well, and it's where we're positioned. That's the obvious place for these nicer horses to race. But it's certainly great to win another one of these races. We certainly like coming here and doing it, and this horse has got a really good future ahead of him. I think there's better things ahead than sort of highway races for him. We've known that for quite a while. We've been nice and patient with him because he's had a few little developmental things that have sort of come against him early in his career that we've had to hold him back for. But look, I think today is a good example of what he can achieve if races are under suit, and hopefully he can go into better races.
He's in the Derry Grove colours.
He certainly is, and he's got a similar racing pattern to Derry Grove too, doesn't he? He just doesn't go quite as straight as what he does the last bit. But Nash did a good job to make sure he got him home, and look, we'll sort of take him home on Sunday and figure out a plan moving forward. But I'm sure there's good things ahead for this horse.
What a great go-to jockey Nash is for you.
He certainly is. He's a fantastic jockey and a very good judge, and he's a great bloke too. So all those things aside, he's getting the job done for us in these highway races. Hence the reason our strike rate's so strong. He's riding all of them. So it's a big team effort. Everybody's involved. All my team at home and an owners group, but Nash certainly plays a big part in it.
Well done.
Thank you.
There's Matthew Dunn. We interview him week after week, winning highways. Now the time 1:10.84. 1:10.84, 35.29. The last 600 metres, a half length by a neck. 6, 15, 14 and 10. And here's Corey with his old mate Nash.
Well done, Nasher. That horse looked like he had a little bit on them.
Yeah, look, he's well placed. You can see he's still sort of learned his craft a little bit. If he can iron those little things he does wrong out, he can take the next step again. But he's doing it on raw ability at the moment, and he feels like he's still got a bit up his sleeve. He didn't give me everything he had, that's for sure.
Was it the plan to get back that far, or was it just because of the barrier?
Just having the horse comfortable more than anything. I just rode him where he really travelled and gained confidence in the run, and by the time I pushed the button, he was within 3 lengths of him already without doing anything. So I think he's got a bit on those horses. When he hit the front, he was a bit lost and wanted to do a few things wrong, but I just think he'll keep improving.
Track felt good?
Yeah, beautiful. Really good.
Well done.
Distance 1,500 metres. The light is on. We're all set to go. 4 for Cindy, the favourite. Ready now. And they're racing. Peace Officer anticipated the start well, but I'm in to win. Spears through and will take the lead now. Nels Murphy charges through into second, with Let Me Rain improving on the outside. 4 for Cindy, the favourite. 4th on the rails, improving. In front of Pure Hydrogen. Now Peace Officer, he may have jumped too well there for his own good. Just drifting back now with Dream Hour going up the fence. 2 lengths to Diamond Model and 3 lengths Hokkaido. So the former New Zealander, I'm in to win. First run for the new stable. Leads at the 1,000 metres by 2. Let Me Rain second. 4 for Cindy. 3.5 to Nels Murphy. Then came Dream Hour, Pure Hydrogen, and Peace Officer cast 3 wide the trip now. And the last 2, Diamond Model and Hokkaido. I'm in to win. Extends the lead now to 3 lengths on Let Me Rain. Then came 4 for Cindy. 2 lengths to Nels Murphy. Followed by Dream Hour on the inside. Peace Officer 3 wide. Pure Hydrogen between them. From Diamond Model and Hokkaido's the last one. I'm in to win with a full head of steam coming around the turn. 4 for Cindy, roused along giving chase. Then Let Me Rain, 2 after Nels Murphy. At the 350, My Am to win. Still in front by a length on 4 for Cindy. Good gap back to the rest. I Am to win. Going well inside the 200 metres. 4 for Cindy has got the job to get there. Still a length away. I'm in to win. Kept going. I'm in to win. In front with 50 metres to go, and I Am in to win. Leads all the way. Beat Diamond Model. And third aim 4 for Cindy. Every possible. Then Nels Murphy, followed by Let Me Rain, Dream Hour, Peace Officer, Hokkaido. Last in, Pure Hydrogen.
Geez, they're hard horses to run down from that stable. Yeah, you know, you think, oh, look at them, they're going out too hard. They're first up 1,500, but they're taught that way, and they get them fit. They don't go to the trials and cuddle them. They get them fit, and he was there to be beaten when 4 for Cindy peeled off his back. Maybe she didn't appreciate being ridden close, but you can't give up the box seat. And Diamond Model was good along the rails there late with her foot on the till in the right race. Very one-paced Nels Murphy there, but a big performance, a good performance from I would say an untapped horse, really.
Big performance, Ronnie, like you said, and a great ride by Regan Bayliss. He got out and controlled that race up front. He knew what times he was running, and like you said, riding for Gay and Adrian, they just know what horse they're on. So terrific ride by Regan Bayliss.
128.53 home in 35.17. 128.53, 35.17. The winner, I'm in to win. The Kiwi having its first start in Australia. Regan Bayliss for Gay Waterhouse and Adrian Bott. They've got Hawaii 5-0, New Endeavour, and Coin Toss still to come in the big one later today, the Golden Eagle. All right, Adrian, what did you learn today?
I learned plenty. That was good to see. He's obviously a nice progressive type of horse. He's just a nice free-flowing style of racing to him through those mid-stages. He looked comfortable out there in front. It was a nice cruising speed, quite a high cruising speed. He had a few of them off the bit early, and yeah, he sustained that all the way. So first up at the 1,500 metre, I thought that was a really good effort there from him.
What's going to be his best distance? Is that about it? That's his Kiwi form?
Yeah, they stretched him out to the mile on his Kiwi form. He was effective over the shorter trips in some better class races as well. But I always think sort of those New Zealand horses coming over, try and stretch him out a little bit further. So mile to 2,000 metres, we'll keep going as far as we can until he says stop.
Well, you're off and running.
Certainly, great result.
Well done, Reg. That was a tough effort, mate.
Yeah, it was. He's shown a lot of promise at home, and his work Tuesday morning was really good. Obviously thought he would improve from the run a lot, going into sort of deeper into his preparation, and knowing that he's up against rock hard fit horses today. But to do that today was a really good win.
Go further?
I think wouldn't surprise me at all if he gets 2,000 metres. The way he switched off today was brilliant, and we're going to have a lot of fun with him here in Australia.
Well done, mate.
Thank you.
Red light, 7 runners now. Mountain Guest, the favourite, a late scratching. Stand by for a start. They're racing. And Queen Maker jumped well, so did Peshmerga. Kibosh will park right behind them. Extreme Freedom being sent forward from the wide gate in front of First Light, and Olympic Gaze is going to settle back last of all. So it's Peshmerga pushing on the outside of Kibosh. Queen Maker a bit deep. Osbred Rising Sun camp behind them, and Extreme Freedom out deep has more work to do. Olympic Gaze sits back First Light as well. Peshmerga gets the front now, gets it clearly entering the back straight with Extreme Freedom getting across to second, and Queen Maker now plonks up on the outside of Kibosh. 2 lengths further back to Osbred Rising Sun, a length to Olympic Gaze and a length to First Light last. Late scratching of the gates, the favourite Mountain Guest. 1,200 metres to go. Peshmerga just being pestered a bit now by Extreme Freedom, who's got a bit fired up, and it looks as though it wants the front now, Extreme Freedom, and yes, it takes it away from Peshmerga. Then came Kibosh and Queen Maker, both getting good runs on the back of the speed. They've opened up a break of 5 lengths on Olympic Gaze. Osbred Rising Sun has been pretty well back. Looks to be just niggled a little bit a long way from home, and First Light sees them all. Inside the 800 metres, and Extreme Freedom a narrow leader now from Peshmerga. Then came Kibosh on the inside of Queen Maker. The other trio just tacking on a bit now. Olympic Gaze, Osbred Rising Sun, and First Light sees them all. So Extreme Freedom leads coming to the corner by a neck here on Peshmerga. Kibosh still travelling well with the blinkers on today. Queen Maker peeling 3 wide as they straighten up, and Peshmerga put Extreme Freedom to bed, and Peshmerga dashes 2 lengths clear from Queen Maker. Kibosh working into the clear. Then came First Light making ground. Peshmerga at the 225. Kibosh off heels. Then Queen Maker. She's battling. First Light the outside. Peshmerga still in front from Kibosh. First Light wide out. Peshmerga holding Kibosh. Peshmerga beats Kibosh. First Light third. Then Queen Maker, followed by Osbred Rising Sun, Olympic Gaze, and Extreme Freedom weakened to finish last.
Mountain Guest, the favourite at the gates, and we'll get a level of deductions from Tim in a moment.
Yeah, 20 cents the win and 15 the place, the deductions, I can tell you that much. He won the race when he handed up. It's as simple as that. She, once the bolter, Extreme Freedom grabbed the bit and went, and then Jay just said, no, I'll just wait. And he timed it to perfection. Beautifully ridden, Kibosh, I must say. Just a run short. He just got a little keen with the rev up. First rev up, he's had this prep. So he's got his foot on the till in a similar type race next time. And First Light just battles on down the outside. But this was her race, her first win in Australia, and she did it very, very well. She's a nice man.
It was another good ride, like you said, Ronnie. It was great when you see Jay Ford elect to come back off the leader when he was going way too hard. But he sums up a race really, really well, Jay. He deserves a lot more opportunities, and he just give that horse a great steer here today.
Now the time 1:55.87, 1:55.87. Well done, Robert. You didn't get it all your own way today, but Jay Ford summed it up pretty well.
He did. Like I said before, Jay, he's really built a rapport, this filly. He rode her in a trial first time this prep, and his assessment of her was fantastic because she's no real gears. But when that leader harried him out of it a little, he just handbrake on a fraction, but you could see there he wasn't going to let it dictate either. He got outside it and he got on his bike just rounding that home turn, and that was our game plan today, not to let this turn into a sit and sprint, even with it being a small field. And obviously you saw how she fought to the line. She'll probably run even further.
Yeah. What do you think about the future?
Yeah, look, since day dot, since I got her, she's won over 2100 in Germany, a listed race at Dusseldorf, and since I first sat on her myself, I thought this filly will run a mile and a half. We'll just see from here, but the Beaufort in a fortnight in Newcastle could be on her radar. We'll just see, because she's used to that space between runs, being of a Northern Hemisphere filly, so we'll soak up today. Today's fantastic for her owners, just for the whole stable.
Yeah, great for your stable to win on a big day like this.
Yeah, fantastic. I have a great team. Gary, Rahul, Emily that rides her at home. You know, it's all a collective. We work real hard, and we don't get many runners on the Golden Eagle days, so it's fantastic.
Well, I hope you're back in the Golden Eagle next year with something.
Thank you, Greg.
Congratulations, Jay. Nice, tough, gritty win. Expected to get the lead, but wasn't the case.
Yeah, everything worked out well for the first 2 furlongs. Thing from out wide sort of really pestered us a bit and kept pouring on the speed. It just sort of got to a stage where I just had to let it go and pop off its back. I was pretty adamant that she's a very tough horse. She's got a lot of stamina, but she doesn't have a turn of speed. So we wanted to keep a gallop up. And that's why I sort of turned the screws before the bend and get him off the chain chasing. She's come back really well. Both her runs back have been super, and it's good to see her break through.
Well done, bud.
Cheers.
Open betting race now. Shohei big drifter today. Set to go. Ready now. Racing. And jumping out quite well was Salisano. Ballroom Bella quickly on the scene, and Shohei's on the scene as well. Ruby Kisses settles fourth. Then Leandra from Chalonte. Junquera, and Afterlight's been snagged back to last. So Ballroom Bella's got the lead all on her own, the filly. Out by 2 lengths to Shohei, a couple off to Salisano. Now Chalonte's doing a bit of work, going forward into fourth position, clear from Ruby Kisses. Then came Leandra from Junquera, and Afterlight, who is tugging a bit at the rear, is starting a 3-wide run. Ballroom Bella leads approaching the corner by 2. Shohei trucking along in second. Then Salisano, Chalonte, Afterlight next on a 3-wide path. Around the turn, and Ballroom Bella travelling well, led the way by a length and a half to Shohei. Chalonte peeling deeper out, and then came Salisano at the 300. Ballroom Bella just the leader. From Shohei the outside, Salisano the inside, then Chalonte, wide out Afterlight and Junquera. Ballroom Bella being tackled by Salisano the inside. Salisano takes the lead from Ballroom Bella, and Salisano makes it 3 in a row, beating Ballroom Bella, and Leandra got up to run third in front of Shohei. Then came Junquera. Chalonte did a bit of work in the run, but weakened out tamely. Then came Afterlight, and Ruby Kisses along last.
About a $17 chance it'll SP. It's got into third, but Salisano keeps winning. 5 from 6 in its career.
Yep, and right up the inside. Maybe Ballroom Bella shouldn't have left the fence, but she does. As you get tired, I suppose that happens. But he's placed this horse so well. He's training the house down, Nathan Doyle, at the moment. Up the rails, gets the 3-year-old on the line. She saves ground on the inside there, Leandra, and finishes off well. And considering circumstances, Junquera has got her foot right on the till in the right race next time. But yep, superb piece of placement. Brings her to town at the right time, and she gets the big prize money on the right day.
Kobe Jennings, he knows how to do it on Eagle Day. He's been here before. He's riding really, really well, this kid. He deserves a lot more opportunities here in town.
And he's got the first win today. He'd like to make it a double in the next. Well, 5 out of 6 not easy to do, especially coming here to win your 5th race in town.
It's been a sharp rise to her from Mudgee and Orange as well, and she only come to us after 3 starts. She had issues that were documented. She had 4 trials for us before she actually went to the races and got on the board. We took the races. She lunged at the front of the gates and was a late scratch. And to the Derby team and their owners, they were very patient, and they just let us take our time with her, and now they're reaping the rewards, and it's good to see.
Okay, so what sort of a future are you predicting now?
When I got a horse that won a Class 1 at Orange and a maiden at Mudgee, we didn't have too high hopes, but what she showed us from day dot that she could gallop, I said to the guys she'd be up to provincial level, and she won 2 straight there, and now she's taken it to Saturday City Town. So, look, the way she has that great racing pattern and putting on the speed, and she's tough as nails. She just wants to give you everything. It's a good asset to have, so it will take it a long way. Good
luck in the next 2.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Kobe. Tough effort.
Yeah, she just keeps raising the bar. I think a big trick with her is to keep her happy. She's a bit quirky, and I think Nathan and his team have aced that. Yeah, she's just the only time when she gets a little bit upset is actually in the mounting out. Once she's on the track, she's pretty happy.
That's what I was about to say. She had a little bit of a bounce back around the enclosure, but once she got out there, she relaxes.
Yeah, we need the pony to get her out on the track, and then probably the worst thing for her is the pony once she's on the track, because she's tried to savage it before, she's tried to kick it, and then once you leave the pony, she's happy. Yeah, and it's the same when you're behind the gate. She hates all the fuss. Leave her alone in her races and she'll do her best.
Well done, mate.
Thanks.
Here's race 5.
Six, the light is on and we're good to go. Stand by, racing now. And Wizard of Oz began sharply. Pioneer River really being stooled up out wide. It really wants to get up on the speed, Pioneer River, and sits outside the leader. Zoe's Promise jumped well. So did So Say You on the back of the speed. And the favourite Overriding settles 5th and about 4 or 5 lengths off the lead. Then Mars Mission on the rails from Howsett Kev. Kelton Road sees them all. Boy, Pioneer River's in a going mood now and goes on with the job. Pioneer River is going to take the lead away from the Wizard of Oz at the 800 metres. 3 lengths away then to So Say You. On the inside of Zoe's Promise. Overriding getting the speed to suit back in the field on the outside of Mars Mission. A gap to Howsett Kevin Keldon Road. 600 metres to go. Pioneer River's done plenty of work to establish a clear lead. Wizard of Oz does the chasing now. Then Zoe's Promise on the outside of So Say You. Overriding under a vigorous right turning for home and still 5 off the lead. At the 350, Pioneer River in front from Wizard of Oz. 2 lengths away to Mars Mission. Zoe's Promise overriding. Will want to get cracking from there. Wizard of Oz ran to the front, but Mars Mission pounces on the outside. Mars Mission takes the lead from Wizard of Oz. Drifting in Mars Mission, but drawing away. Mars Mission a big winner from Wizard of Oz. Anyone's guess for third. Zoe's Promise there with Howsett Kev, Pioneer River, and Overriding took forever to wind up. They got the other pair, So Say You and Kelvin Road.
Mars Mission with a finish right over the top of them. Tommy Berry for Team Hawks. Number 8, Mars Mission.
No, it wasn't. It was well set up, the winner. 2 1100 metre races going into a fast 1300. Sat back and finished the 1300 right off there. So well set up, got the right run, off the right speed, and was too good. Wizard of Oz looked all over a winner when he loomed up there. He's just racing so consistently. And it is close for third. Maybe it is Zoe's Promise, but there's a few there fighting on pretty well. And made ground late there. How's it Kev diving through late, justifying that little bit of support, but just looking at the overhead, it might be Zoe's just in front of how it's Kev and Pioneer Rivers there as well.
Terrific ride by Tommy Berry. Like you said, Duff, it was pretty simple. He sat 2 pairs back, 3 pairs back, and just rolled out from behind the leaders. Let the horse go through its gears, and knowing where the horse is at is very, very important, and Tommy Berry got it spot on there today. Terrific ride.
Mars Mission last win, Golden Eagle Day last year. It was an 1100 metre benchmark 78. Number 8, Mars Mission, Tommy Berry and Team Hawks. Now the time, 1:16.11, 1:16.11, 34:59 was the last 600 metres. Mars Mission is first, Wizard of Oz is second, 3, Zoe's Promise third, and 5 has run fourth, Overriding. As the winner comes back, Tommy Berry will be riding Kovalika, and he'll be hoping that Kovalika comes with a rush like Mars Mission, with a bad barrier, or an awkward barrier, a wide barrier for Kovalika today. Michael Hawks, Mars Mission, came with a rush.
Well, everything went to plan, Greg. They went lickety-split, and I just said to Tommy, you just got to try and cuddle him for as long as you can, and when they went so hard, it just mapped beautifully, really. And yeah, he got out and hit the line super, and he's just taking his time and he's getting better and better, this horse. He's not the finished product yet, but he's getting there.
Okay, so there's more to come.
I think so. He's always had a lot of ability. We've just tried to get that out of him. Obviously, we had to geld him early, and the breed just love a bit of time, and he's developing into a nice horse. And so we'll just go through the motions with him and just try and pick up these races, but he's got more to give.
Well done.
Thank you.
Here's Michael Hawkes, the winning trainer, and the winning rider is Tommy Berry.
Well done, Tom. He looked spot on today, this horse.
Yeah, he did, and I think just the writing was on the wall last start. He rattled home late, and now he's getting a little bit older. He's probably just lost that natural speed that he used to have. So plan was to step him up in trip today, which going back a prep or so, he probably would have raced a bit keen, but we had nice speed in the race and everything panned out for him perfectly.
Has he got any improvement in him?
I think so. Hawkses have always got improvement in them as the deeper they go into their prep, and off that it looks like he'll run further now, which opens up a few more doors for him.
Well done, mate.
Cheers, Brownie. Thanks.
All in now. Light is on. Ready to go. Stand by. Racing now. Deniliquin flopped out of the gates last. A clear one at that. Resistible jump well together with Awesome Lad. Satnus being revved up on the inside going forward. So it's Resistible and Satnus fighting out the early lead. Oakfield Waratah goes to third. They're followed then by Bazooka railing through into a prominent role on the fence. Awesome Lad deep out on the outside of Burning Need. Then came Crackalacca. Modern Millie in the white cap pushing through on the rails. Epicus 3 out. Toes on the nose. 4 out going into the first bend. Further back to back row together with Smart Towie and Oakfield Arrow out 3 wide in the black cap. They're followed back in the field to Toronomica. Then came Sweet Mercy, Victory Lane, Sovereign Express, Rebel Shadow, My Deal, and Deniliquin's last. The field at 20. Thunder down the side. Resistible led the way from Satnus. The 2 favourites running 1-2. Oakfield Waratah 2 lengths away third. Followed by Awesome Lad back on the inside. Bazooka. Further back to Burning Need. Toes on the nose with a very wide run and are still coming forward, coming around the turn. Epicus gets a nice toe into it as they come around the corner. It's Resistible and Satnus. Stride for stride at the 350. 2 lengths away to Oakfield Waratah. Toes on the nose. Burning Need back on the inside. Epicus making ground on the outside as Satnus moved up. 200 metres to go. Satnus put the head in front from Resistible. Burning Need's coming with a good run. Oakfield Waratah on the outside and busting through. Sweet Mercy. Bang! Sweet Mercy from nowhere. Won the 4 pillars, beating Oakfield Waratah and Burning Need. Then Resistible and Satnus. Further back to Modern Millie, Sovereign Express, Rebel Shadow, Bazooka. Then Toes on the nose from Crackalacca, Awesome Lad, Deniliquin, Victory Lane, Epicus, My Deal, Toronomica, Smart Towie, Back Rower, and Oakfield Arrow. Sweet Mercy from...
Sweet Mercy. He had Burning Need, but bursting through at number 18, Sweet Mercy, under Dylan Gibbons. An armchair ride in the end. He had to just sit down and ease up when he got to the line. There it is getting through in the helicopter shot. There's the run there. And well done to Brad Gray, the toughest race of the year. And on Formline on Thursday night, he found it at about $20. So he's got bragging rights for 12 months in the 4 pillars, Ronnie.
Yes, he has, and it's a good tip, but even a better ride. You look at the overhead of that ride, he took a gap that wasn't even there. She was charging through, and a great training performance, just set for a race. You can just read it. Third up into this race, a mare peaking on the right day, and that's what was all about there. Oakfield Waratah was gallant in defeat. A lovely ride from young Roper to get her across on the rails third there in the running, and Burning Need just stuck on so well, but a great ride and a great training performance.
Well done, Dave. A plan comes together.
Yeah, you know, we were running out of time, so we backed her up. She's had a bit of an easy week, but thank God she's only a little filly, so she doesn't need much work.
You've had your eye on this prize for a fair way.
Well, it's a nice prize. Great.
Half a million.
Yeah.
For benchmark 68 horses.
No, yeah, well, it's good for the battlers, you know.
Oh, God. Stop calling yourself that. So you had space between runs and then a quick back up.
Back, you know, what we had a ease off her, but that's why we ran her and then backed her up. And being a small filly, she didn't need that much work anyway.
Wait, have you seen the helicopter shot yet?
Yeah,
wait till you see that.
No, don't tell me. We've been a bit unlucky lately with getting runs.
Dylan was he had that opening and he found it.
Yeah, but you know, she's got such a good turn of foot.
Yep.
And I think that helps as well.
Helps, yeah. Good on you, mate. Well,
thanks very much.
Way back, weaved your way through, needle eye opening. Did you breathe in?
I don't think I breathed at all. Nah, look, she jumped well and allowed me to put her in a spot, and when sort of the run to the fence kept coming, just the way the track's been, even though it was a big field, I just thought still worth a bit, and geez, when she was starting to motor, there wasn't many options, but I had half an option, and thankfully I turned into a full option.
But she exploded once she got the run.
Oh, exactly, and the thing is, I didn't even pull the stick on her, so I didn't have a chance to, and you know, she's just a lovely racehorse to deal with, and might have to send Dave some cash to get her some carrots after that.
Well done, buddy.
Thank you.
This is the Giga Kick Stakes.
Think about it. Here we go. Light on. Racing now, and good level line out of the gates. Bella Nipotina there, Zapateo's there. Think about it. Coal Crusher, Private Eye just eases back a little bit. Marzu gets back together with Cascadian, and Surf Dancer's going to settle at the tail of the field. This is a good go for the lead. Bella Nipotina, she's pushing through the middle of the ruck and goes to the front from Coal Crusher. Zapateo drop back and Think About It gets to fourth. Sam Clipperton's done his job, the favourite in a brilliant spot at the 800 metres. Private Eye's back down on the rails at this point on the inside of Marzu, then Cascadian and Surf Dancer see them all. Coal Crusher in front. Clipperton wasn't happy with the set, and he gets going now and Think About It, and Think About It strides to second. Bella Nipotina third, and now Private Eye is slicing through into fourth. Coming around the turn, Coal Crusher swings in front, a length and a half. Think About It. Bella Nipotina locked up on the inside, then Private Eye. Further back, Zapateo. Marzu down the outside. Coal Crusher in front. Think About It a neck away. Now level, and Private Eye's heading top gear on the outside. Private Eye and Think About It. Private Eye hits the lead. Bella Nipotina late, but Private Eye in front from Bella Nipotina. Charging! Oh my goodness, this is close. Bella Nipotina lunging at Private Eye. Think About It third. Then came Coal Crusher from Cascadian, Zapateo, Marzu and Surf Dancer.
What just happened? Bella Nipotina's going to get up and win here. The most unlikely victory. First of all, Think About It was beaten by Private Eye, and he was going to go on and win. Nashrawilla asking Private Eye to find the line. Bella Nipotina gets up on the inside. Nash saw her. Another lift of the arms. Another crack with the persuader. Whoa. Bella Nipotina and Private Eye. What's happened?
Inside.
Bella Nipotina. Bella Nipotina by a half head has caused an upset. Bella Nipotina will be first. That's why Craig Williams was in Sydney. That's why he came to Sydney. Kieran Maher and David Eustace. Private Eye will be second. And Think About It. His run of wins comes to an end at 9. He was third today.
Goodness gracious me. How did that happen? She did all the work early and did a great job to get across, but then I thought they put paid to her and she had to hide to pick herself up, and on the travelator there on the inside, and has got up and beaten a horse that looked all over a winner in Private Eye, but boy oh boy, look, and she gets hampered there with 80 metres to go. So we've got an upset, there's no doubt about it, even though she was only a $10 chance, but in the run she was a beaten horse, I must say, but a big upset there.
What about that?
Yeah, look, really? that was sensational. Really, really big thrill for her to just bob her head in front. I wasn't sure, to be honest, and what went on Cox Plate Day with Romantic Warrior, Mr. Brightside, I didn't want to go up either because I felt for the Hazes on Saturday. So, but you know, that's a massive thrill. She's been racing so well, and she couldn't have looked any better today. She really couldn't. Joe and Francie had her in great order, and the owners have had to be quite patient in her just getting her head in front again. She's been racing so well this prep, and she got a beautiful ride from Craig. The split sort of came at the right time, and we had a plan. We had a plan to go forward if she jumped, which she did, and Craig sort of controlled the speed the first half, just got her back, and she quickened up really well.
And she got into trouble when she was looking for that run.
Yeah, she did. To be honest, I thought, with probably 150 to go, that we were just going to run a nice second or third because of that interference. But I think that's credit to her and how tough she is. She loves a fight. She stuck her neck out, and she got there in the last stride, and no horse deserves it more.
It must feel like a Group 1 to topple those big Everest horses.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it's Group 1 prize money. It's a fantastic day. Array of quality jockeys here from Sydney and in Melbourne, and the prize money reflects that, and it's a great thrill to win a race on this day. And as you say, it feels like a Group 1 because she's toppled the Everest winner and some smart horses behind her.
Do you have to worry about what's next, or will you take your time?
Look, the only race probably left for her is the Winterbottom, and Brad Christian, one of the owners, does live in Perth, so we might have to have that conversation. She is in the race, and she's also nominated for Hong Kong as well. And we do feel that she's just peaking now, honestly, because her coat did take a long time to come through, and although she'd been racing fantastically well, we were confident that today she was at her best. And we're back end of the spring, and she takes her racing extremely well, so I'll have a chat to the boss and the ownership group, and we'll see how she comes through it. But there are a couple of options that are possibilities, particularly now that she's racing so well on quick ground.
Well done today.
Thank you.
She wasn't entitled to win.
Yeah, she was. She won. Ben Mallon was quite funny after the race. He goes, "Well done, you got there, didn't you?" I said, "Mate, I thought I won the Cox Plate. I'm not saying a word." And if you actually got footage of me coming back to the big screen, I was very reluctant to look up there and see what number's going to be up there first. But again, she offset a bad barrier draw. She got into a position. I made a choice about coming back to settle. Then that means we are going to have a bit of traffic. The horse I thought was favourite, I thought we'd be able to just follow it through, and then all of a sudden it come under pressure today, and I thought, okay, well there's room to manoeuvre, and she's only small, she didn't need much of a gap, we didn't have to move anyone around, and wow, what a performance. The second horse got there and started to die a little bit, and because she's like a spring oil coiled up with her great ability, wow, she's amazing. But you guys do a pre-race report, you would have said how she looked today compared to, she got better every run, and today she looked immaculate, and her performance even last time warranted that she'd run 4th or 5th in the Everest, and today she showed that.
But even the audacity, like at about the 100 metre mark when you cop the Pratt, to pick herself up off the canvas and attack the line like she did.
Yeah, she's when she dresses up and she puts her makeup on, this girl, her nail polish is black, and so is her lipstick. So she's a tough cookie. She only likes a little bit of pats, cuddles, and kisses. The next, she's a killer, and she's a warrior at heart.
Well done, mate.
Thanks very much.
and we're ready to go in the Golden Eagle. Racing now. Golden Mail jumped well from the wide gate. Coin Toss nicely into stride, and Pericles going forward, and New Endeavour going forward as well, looking for the lead. They're followed by Amelia's Jewel in a handy spot from Communist, and Obam Buramai holding a forward spot there on the rails. Age of Kings deeper out. Then came Vienna Princess. Legato slicing through the pack. Going back towards the inside now with Straight Ace deeper out. Further back to Knight's Choice. Berry's got Kovalika down on the fence. A length and a half. Ruthless Dame Rosita. And last of all is Galeron. They sort their positions. Golden Mile from New Endeavour. Pericles box seats. Deeper out there is Communist. In between runners, Coin Toss fifth. A length and a half to Age of Kings. Hawaii 5-0. Back on the inside of the favourite Amelia's Jewel in the red cap. Further back to Straight Ace, Rabam Buramai. Then came Vienna Princess. Ruthless Dame. Then came Legato from Knight's Choice. Galeron trying to start a run. Kovalika has been shuffled back to join Rosita at the tail of the field. On the corner, it's Golden Mile swinging in front from New Endeavour. Communist has done it tough. Pericles needs a run. Then Coin Toss, Age of Kings. Amelia's Jewel looking to slice through the pack. Hawaii 5-0, still 5 off. The Nash has got nowhere to go as Golden Mile kicks. The stablemate Pericles giving chase. Golden Mile a length. A half on Pericles getting closer. Obam Buramai is charging home. It's Golden Mile. Pericles. Obam Buramai. The Japanese stallion bombed them. Obam Buramai. My goodness. What a great finish. He got up to beat Pericles, and Golden Mile followed then by Hawaii 5-0, Amelia's Jewel and Communist. Then came New Endeavour from Straight Ace, a Coin Toss, Knight's Choice, Kovalika, Rosita from Vienna Princess, Galeron, Ruthless Dame, Legato and Age of Kings.
The Japanese have conquered Rosehill. Obam Buramai, Josh Parr, the richest payday of that jockey's life. And a win for Japanese trainer Heiji Yoshimura. Obam Buramai, and there's the Japanese team who have taken out the fifth running of the $10 million Golden Eagle. It puts it on the international map. Number 12, Obam Buramai, has burst through, grabbed the Godolphin runners and proved he is world class.
What a pocket rocket he is. It's not the size of the weapon, it's the force of the shot. And he had a big shot late at him, and he was excellent. He stayed patient. It was ugly on the fence. They all want it now, but Josh stayed the most patient of all of them, and they just opened up in time for him, and he had ground to make up, and he did it. Godolphin nearly got that completely right, that race. Lead, hand up to the stablemate, and they had everything go their way and nearly pulled off the big sting there. Run the race of his life there, Straight Acer, and he's battled on okay there. Hawaii 5-0. Amelia's Jewel just got put out of the race on the point of the turn with a bad check when she was travelling well, but stayed patient, Josh, and he was the man for the job when Take couldn't make it.
Oh, that was outstanding, Ronnie. He just sat back and picked the eyes out of it. He didn't have a lot of options but to go back to the inside, but once his horse got clear running, he was freakish. So watching his replays, we knew that he had a great turn of foot, but today when he got clear air, he exploded. Great ride, Josh Parr.
Congratulations to win one of Australia's biggest races.
オーストラリアの中でももう一番大きいレースの中の一つのこのレース、おめでとうございます。Thank you so much.
What a great horse. What did you think of that final burst when he came between the Godolphin runners?
最後素晴らしい瞬発力でしたけれども、ゴドルフィンの馬の間をすり抜けてくるような馬見たときどう思われましたか？
いやもうちょっと位置取りもいくらか後ろかなとは思ったんですけど、まあでも事前に打ち合わせした通りにうちも瞬発力があればこじ開けてこれるっていう馬場でしたので、もうパーフェクトな騎乗で救われました。
Really, it was a perfect ride by Josh, and we went through the tactics before with Josh. We went through what we wanted, how to ride the horse. It looked like he may have been a bit far too behind, but really Josh really played it perfect, and we knew the track was going to be fair, and it played out perfectly.
And you must have had an ideal stay here in Sydney to prepare your horse at Canterbury and to come out and do what he did today.
カンタベリーで始まったこの遠征ですけれども、 準備段階からもういろいろうまくいった今日の結果なんでしょうか。
いやもちろんそうです。日本を離れる時からもうどれだけの方に支援していただいたか分かりませんし、着いてからもオーストラリアターフクラブの方々の温かい支援をいただきまして、いいコンディションで出走できたと思います。
Really, this is a result of everyone that was involved, even when we were back in Japan before flying here. But everyone in Canterbury, all the staff, the Australian Turf Club were so kind, and the horse got acclimated to the environment really quickly, and I couldn't thank everybody enough for the victory today.
And finally, compared to the big races you have won in Japan, where does this sit in your career and how special is it?
先生の調教師キャリアの中でもちろん日本でもビッグレース勝ってると思いますけれども、この勝利はその中でもどれぐらいの位置づけになりますか。
もうこういった国際競争の大きなレースで本当に優勝することができて、もうこれからまた励みにもなりますし、またこれに続くようなレースを続けていきたいと思っています。
Really, to be able to win on such a big stage, the international stage here in Australia, really gives me a confidence booster going forward as a trainer, and I'm really looking forward to it going forward.
Well, on behalf of all of us, thank you so much for bringing this wonderful horse to Australia.
この素晴らしい馬をこちらオーストラリアに連れてきてくれて、オーストラリアのみんなを代表してありがとうございますという言葉を言いたいです。
私も本当温かいオーストラリアの方々に本当親切な方も多かったですし、本当に感謝しています。ありがとうございました。
Really, thank you all for all the warm hospitality to everybody in Australia.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Joshy. Your biggest moment on the racetrack thus far. How did that feel?
Brownie, exhilarating. I'm full of emotion right now. You know this exact feeling. It's bursting out of every part of my body. I'm so grateful to pick up this opportunity. The team from Japan have been nothing but friendly. Made me feel so comfortable from the moment I picked up the ride, and I'm super proud and pleased to be able to pull out a decent ride for them and get the job done.
Take us through the race.
I was adamant to hold the back of Hawaii 5-0, which I thought would mean I'd have to be one off. Hawaii 5-0 got pushed to the fence, as did I. So I ended up in the spot that I wanted, albeit a steady gallop. To the horse's credit and the team's credit, they've presented a horse that was so adaptable, and he adapted to that situation. I knew from the 500 all I needed was clear air, and when I got it, even though there was a decent gap to the lead group, I knew I was going to win. So it was a nice 200 metres.
What was the thought when you first got up on him? Because there's not a lot of him.
No, I must be honest, I was quite surprised on Wednesday morning when I rode him. I expected a bigger horse physically, and I did have to remind myself a Northern Hemisphere horse that with the age difference. So he still has a bit of catching up to do. But trust me, Brownie, when all that concern or doubt went out of my mind when I galloped him on Wednesday. So this is brilliant.
Well done, brother.
Sorry to hold you, Brownie, but Ty Anglin, Joe Fuji, they've done such a great job to get me this ride. I'm so grateful. I'm so proud to get it done. My family at home, Justin Sheen, I've got to give a shout to the Wiz. He sent me a message this morning. I won't go into detail with, but it was perfect, and it just got me in the right frame of mind. So thanks, Wiz, and Mum and Dad. How good.
Well said, mate.
Thank you.
I think Stockman might be the last to move in here. Yes, they're off and racing now. And Baby Rider right there off the inside gates. Going to lead from Political Debate. No Compromise, Stroke of Luck. They're all in lanes at the moment. Diamond surging forward. It advances Shibley and Canberra Legends cast very wide early. No Compromise improves and went straight down to the fence in front of Skylab. Then Wild Planet, Stockman and Shock him over. Diamond pushes on at the mile mark and Diamond's going to take the lead. Out by a length on Shibley to second. Then came Baby Rider, Political Debate and Canberra Legends cast 3 wide as they head into the back section of the course and rolling forward. Back midfield, No Compromises. Bags to spot there on the fence. On the inside is Stroke of Luck. Further back to Wild Planet, then Skylab, Stockman and Shock 'em over sees them all. So down the back they go. Diamond in front. Canberra Legend, the favourite, some plenty of work to get to second. Shibley third now. Baby Rider fourth, the rails. 2 lengths away to Political Debate. Then came No Compromise on the inside is Stroke of Luck. So No Compromise is pushing through on the inside of Political Debate there. Just easing back a length, Stroke of Luck. Stockman gets going 3 wide. Then Skylab from Wild Planet and Shock 'em over's last 8 off the front runner. So the leader here is Diamond inside the 800 metres by length on Canberra Legend. 2 lengths away to Stockman trying to improve on the outside of Shibley. Baby Rider still there on the fence. Wild Planet starting a run slowly around the field. Stroke of Luck is being stoked up. No Compromise has been shuffled back from Political Debate. Shock 'em over and Skylab is last. Top of the straight. Canberra Legends done it tough. Put the head in front though from Diamond. Wild Planet running on from Stockman, Shibley. Further back, Stroke of Luck. At the 250, Canberra Legend being joined by Wild Planet wide out and Wild Planet got a length in front from Stockman fighting on Canberra Legend. Here's Shock 'em over with a big run late. Wild Planet in front from Stroke of Luck. Shock 'em over. Wild Planet just in front and won. Wild Planet a long neck to either Stroke of Luck, Shock 'em over in a photo for the Miners. Then Stockman from Canberra Legend and Baby Rider. No Compromise making some headway late. Diamond dropped off from Skylab, Political Debate and Shibley.
Wild Planet, Tyler Schiller for Team Hawks made a long run. Tough as old boots today. Wild Planet, Shock 'em over, may have got the bob in for second over Stroke of Luck, but it's a photo.
Goodness gracious me, how did that happen? Been backing him. He has the toughest run you've ever seen, defying the pattern of the day. So a strange race. We'll have to have a few looks at. No Compromise behind, no room to move. Maybe a few excuses along the way, but hard to say after looking at what that winner had to do.
Yeah, no, I couldn't agree more, Ronnie. Tyler Schiller and the Hawks camp, they're really starting to get a little bit of a team going together, and he's ridden another one, an absolute treat there today. He did look really, really good in the yard. Just a little bit messy the last little bit, but full credit to Tyler Schiller. Well done, mate.
He rode him beautifully. He got flushed out and he tried to get it on the back 3 wide, but then he ended up being 4 wide and basically just pulled his way to the front and he let rip, and when he let rip he went bang. So it's been a great effort. You know, he's been a great old horse for us. I think my mother owns a bit of him as well, so she'll be pretty happy, and it's been great. He's been a good old soldier for the stable.
Well, I look forward to seeing what you set him next.
Who knows? It's another string to his bow now, 2,000 metres, and he's done it really well. But the best part is he's got that great turn of foot. So he's always had it and he's always been thereabouts. But 2,000, look out.
Well done, Tyler. That was a nice enough win, mate.
Yeah, it was terrific. Full credit to the Hawkses. He's done a really good job there. Getting up to the 2,000, I think, really helped. And even though he still settled back, last start was a forgive. He got flushed out and whacked on the corner, and he got flushed out today, but very brave and kept digging in.
Threw everything bar the kitchen sink at him late?
Yeah, I felt like he might have just been feeling that pinch of making the early run, but really grateful for the win.
Well done, buddy.
Thank you.
We are ready for the nightcap at Rosehill. There's the lane. Racing now, Tri-State and Way to the Stars jump brilliantly, the pair of them. Beneficio settled third from Defiant Heart, and Jetabil's going to boot through on the rails, followed by Justin Reach and a little gap to Sevenyak, and also Smashing Eagle. Into the first turn, Way to the Stars in front, but Tri-State sits up on the outside. Way to the Stars is trucking along, and Tri-State's not going to take it on her. Way to the Stars are half to 3/4 in front to Tri-State. They've scooted 3 in front of Defiant Heart, then Jetabil holding fourth on the rails in front of Beneficio, just in reach, and 2 lengths to Sevenyak and Smashing Eagle. Way to the Stars, 450 out, led around the corner by a length now on Tri-State, then Defiant Heart. Jetabil is staying nailed to the rails, 300 metres to go, and Way to the Stars 2 in front to Tri-State, who's got no extra in the tank, and Way to the Stars skipped 3 in front now. Jetabil railing through to second, wide out Smashing Eagle, but Way to the Stars is well clear in the last, and the last favourite is going to lead all the way. Way to the Stars, just in reach, and a photo for second with Smashing Eagle. Then came Sevenyak, Defiant Heart, Jetabil. Tri-State dropped right out of the end, and Beneficio was last in.
Now Amy Burke is here representing the stable for Matt. Way to the Stars. That was very easy to watch, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Look, he's always promised to do something like that, and physically the ability has always been there, but mentally he's been a huge work in progress. And Matt and the owners have been incredibly patient with him, and yeah, it's just great to see him kind of start to put it together now.
Well, he looks like he's on the right track now. Maybe he's learning.
Yeah, no, definitely. We've noticed huge changes in him. Just this preparation alone, he's starting to become a man now. And that trial the other day was pretty good. And he's just a happy horse. He's enjoying his work, and that makes it a lot easier for Matt as well.
He goes with a lot of horses, Nash, but he goes with this one really well.
It does. They actually get on really well, and we're very grateful that he's kind of committed to him pretty much from the start of the preparation. So he's had a lot to do with kind of getting the screws tightened on this horse, and it's great.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Great work. Amy Burke there representing the Matt Smith stable. 387 and 4, 387 and 4, 63.7, and a 33.59, 2 lengths by a half head. So Nash wins the first and the last, and a bit of frustration in between. He's about to go over the scales in front of Steve Rowton.
They're good to go.
In fact, he already has.
Congratulations, Nas. Was that as good as it looked?
Yeah, he surprised me, this horse. He's still doing a lot wrong, and that's what's been holding him back. But you'd like to ride a few more that when they're doing things wrong, they're running 10 to the furlong. You know what I mean?
I couldn't believe it. Like three sectionals down the back, and he's running 10, early 10s, and still had the audacity to kick like he did.
Yeah, and look, if I sat on him, I reckon he would have won more impressive. I sort of moved on him, and as soon as I did, he started chopping and changing stride, and he's still piecing things together. I rang Matty Smith there a couple of weeks ago and said, look, just every time I ride this horse, he's surprising me more and more. And look, he was a long way from getting it right today, but he's shown enough, constitution to get the job done. And a great group of owners, and then we're all sort of on the same page. If we can just get him to harness that speed, we could have a little group type horse next preparation.
Well done, mate.
Cheers.